hey. I can hear you. Can you hear me? All right. Oh no. I'm sent him a message just now on WhatsApp. Send a message in the Discord too. Man, they should have told us that we should have. Dang it. Did he tell you the code already? He just forgot to put in the. Okay. I haven't even opened Onward yet. Let's go ahead and open it real quick. Oh man. Let's see. Sent a message in the what's it called too? I sent it in the Discord. Full organization. That's the word. Dang him and screwing up our cast. Who does he think he is? Oh God!
I know, right? Yeah, I'll turn mine on. So those of you,
the truth right now.
those of you on the cast here, let us know if you can hear both me and Billy. We're waiting to see if we can get into the match here. Right now the lobby's not open for casting, so as soon as that becomes available, hopefully it becomes available, we'll get the cast started. If any of you out there have Jabo's number, looks like they're restarting the server now. Yeah, looks like the server just dropped off. So hopefully they realize that they don't have to set up for casting and are rejoining.
Obviously, that's what they're doing. They just love us so much. They wanted to mess with us.
That's right. Mason says he can hear us both now. Yeah. Let me know if you guys hear Billy. Can hear Billy, and if you can hear the desktop audio. Okay. Still trying to get that set up.
Alan, that was mean.
Been called worse by better. So hopefully this gets going here momentarily. Jabba has restarted the server. Nope, just kidding. Went away again.
I say we just demote that guy.
I know, right? Now this should be a good match tonight. I don't have a lot of experience with 1776, but I've got lots of experience with AMF, particularly being within their sites. So should be a fun match for sure. Assuming we can watch it. There we go. Let's see if we can join now. Yes, this is a competitive lobby that we want to join.
Okay. Let's see.
All right, and we are in the match now. We'll be starting here in a second. Looks like the opening map's going to be Snow Peak.
AMF's got a pretty good hold on Snow Peak, that's for sure.
Yeah, they have a strategy of hitting hard and hitting fast. So I expect lots of ordnance on this one for sure.
I think that's one of their best features on this is their ordnance. They have a really good ability to just hit ordnance exactly where they need to be to disorient a team. So it'll be interesting to see how 1776 responds to that. We'll see how they do that.
Yeah, we'll see how they respond, and if they get flashed or smoked right off the bat, we'll see if they're able to move back in and retake the uplink. But AMF is fast on this game, on this map in particular.
So looking over in AMF side today, we got Jabo, we got Glock Pro, Holland, Carson, and Hockey Goalie. Looking over so far at some of the stats over there, the ones who are listed on here, we got Holland sitting at 38 kills with a 2.71 KD, so he's definitely leading the team so far in KD. Jabba's following up behind him with 23 kills, a 2.909 KD. Joyner is sitting out this game, so he's not in this one. Carson is sitting at a 1.5 with 9 kills. Glock Pro is sitting at a 7 kill lead, or 7 kills with a 0.54 KD. And I think, Hockey Goalie's in there as well. No, he's not. So 4 strong players for sure. It definitely looks like Carson, Glock Pro, and Holland, Jabo, and Carson are taking the lead on this one so far, though. What are your thoughts so far there?
Holland is deadly when it comes to that PKM. He's deadly up close, but he's extremely deadly at range. So it will be extremely interesting to see where they set him up and where he comes in on defense. Now on offense, I'm not sure what he's going to do. We'll get ready here in just a moment to get this game started.
It looks like for 1776 Fireteam 2, we got many Hero for Christ. Is that Jamie Bararlos, Jackalope, and I can't read the last name. Do you see that?
General,
do you see that?
General Zod is our last name.
General Zod. Got him. Let's see here. We don't have stats for them, so this is a new team. We don't have much to go off of. Last week's stats didn't come in for them, so we'll have to keep an eye on those tonight for them. But so don't have much to base off of for them.
Yeah, so kind of a little bit of a up and coming game or up and coming team here. I am trying. There we go. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Sorry, trying to get my thing set here a little bit. See, I'll be interested to see how they handle AMF right off the bat, because this is a tough. They are a tough team to play. AMF is a tough team to play here on Snow Peak, but also on Downfall. So I am interested to see what the next map will be. They did ban Downfall. 1776 did ban Downfall. AMF, no bans, declined to ban at all. So that is interesting take as well. Their thought is, hey, if it's in the game, it's free.
That is a bold move.
It is a bold move. Very confident in their ability. But honestly, rightfully so. AMF has shown themselves to be good in a lot of situations. We are about to go live here where the countdown has started. So let's get you guys over into the game. So we will follow Marsoc in here.
No special plans here, guys. Just willy-nilly.
No special plans, going in willy-nilly. Holland there is the fire team leader. Immediately see him moving up. So there's that ordnance we were talking about right off the bat. Hero for Christ does get Jabo. Holland more ordnance going out, flashbang. Mini 1776 gets Holland though, and Carson's going in with all kinds of ordnance. Going in low, he takes out Jackalope. And also gets Jamie Barros. Hero for Christ on the other side of the smoke gets Carson. So that first rapid push from AMF definitely came out. Hockey Goalie gets Mini. And Hero for Christ. So simultaneously on that early push up the left side, from the Volk perspective, they are pushing in from the tunnels now. So a secondary push coming in with Glock and Hockey. So they have wiped the uplink. Hockey on site. And Glock setting up a defensive position on that left side. Glock does get Jackalope coming out of spawn B. And uplink is hot. Hockey gets Jamie coming in from spawn A. So, Ordnance coming out on uplink. Hero for Christ gets Glock, but Jabo gets Mini, and Holland takes Hero. So uplink is still active. Jabo with a nice song for everyone. And AMF looks like they're going to take this round with a quick cap.
That's what we're talking about. It's that flash right there that takes it.
Jago gets Jackalope. Yeah, so interesting strategy. They had an initial push and then a follow-up push. Hero for Christ gets Glock. They're spawning in B. Jamie's coming from A. Holland gets Hero for Christ coming out of B, and Jabo gets Jamie coming out of B. Mini does get Holland back on the refrag, but that's going to be the game.
Interesting push there. That was, looks like Carson was the one who kind of cleared out the uplink at first.
Yeah, so Carson creating chaos there on the uplink and really clearing things out, and then Glock and Hockey coming in from the left. So our scores so far here, Jabo at 4-1, Glock 1-2, Holland 3-2, Carson 2-2, and Hockey at 4-0. Just dominating on the kills there. So Mini 1776 at 3-3, Jackalope 0-3, Hero for Christ 4-3, Jamie 0-3, and General Zod 0-2. So some good kills there from 1776, but again, just that blitzkrieg method that AMF uses, just very effective. So Billy, what do you think is going to happen here with the upcoming push from 1776? What do you think we'll see from AMF as far as the defensive strategy?
So I think they're going to be kind of on the opposite side. They're used to those ordinances. So I think they're going to probably hold back a little bit, maybe not have as many people up front. We'll have to see, though, exactly their positioning on it. They're going to try to lock down that uplink quick, and they're going to know not to be too close to it, or the same thing they just did is going to happen right back to them. So we'll probably see kind of a standard 2 on each side, but maybe have someone a little bit closer than the other, or they might even go that bold route. They are pretty confident about this. I mean, not banning anything. They may just go bold and go for the kills.
That could be. That could be exactly what they do. I'll be interested to see how 1776, what their attack is. If they come in with a fast attack, like AMF did, or if they hold back and kind of pick away at them. Game about to start here. And once again, we will follow in the Marsoc team.
It's not my strongest map.
I move faster backwards than I do forward.
So
Looking over here, Carson's sitting up, getting ready to keep an eye out on that opening, see how many goes that way. So we'll see how that goes for him.
Oh, Jesus.
Oops, wrong button. Alright, so Fireteam leader holding back. General Zod is the Fireteam leader. Looks like 1776 and 2 to the right valley from the Marsoc perspective. Hero for Christ pushing up the center. Hero for Christ gets Glock, and Glock gets him back. Hero for Christ also... Oh yeah, it's just a refrag there. So let's flip over here and see what AMF is doing. Holland is set up behind the objective. Carson picks up Jamie. Hero gets Hockey. So Billy calling a little bit of a forward defense. Jabo revives Hockey goalie there. Mini does get Hockey goalie though. Jabo gets Jackalope in that left-hand valley from the Volk perspective.
Just capped 3 of them in the face.
So that is 3 that he just got. He called that out. So AMF 1 down, 1776 with 2 down. They are staging in that tunnel. Carson and Holland holding the uplink tight, with Jabo covering that right side. And Glock and Hockey are back in the game. Heavy on the right side. Hero, accidentally gets General Zod. Smoke
That's
coming
not
out.
what you want. Not against a team like this. You need every person you can when you're coming out of that tunnel.
Holland with a quick rush. C4 gets Hero for Christ, but accidentally blows up himself. Jamie gets Hero back up. Carson gets Hero, though, out of the tunnel. And Carson gets Jamie with that PKM. There's that PKM action from AMF. General Zod does get Glock off the objective. I believe he's on the objective. He might have been right side.
He was actually over by the guard tower out by their B spawn.
Gotcha. Hockey gets Mini across the map.
Ooh, this is going to be a good push. They got a lot of smokes.
A lot of ordnance coming in.
That's what they need to get close, though.
Jabba does get Jackalope out of the middle. Hockey adjusting position here. And Jabba gets General Zod and Jamie up in the tunnel. There one remains in the tunnel, though. So Carson and Hockey exchanging some information there. Holland gets Hero. Jackalope takes Hockey off that corner. He's down,
Man,
not dead yet. Glock coming in for the revive. Gets him up. Glock revives him, and Holland takes Jackalope with G36. Carson gets Mini. Downed and finished with a PKM. That right side push there just not effective. With the way that AMF has got them stacked in that right valley. So Hockey pushes up.
This is their aggressive push, though. I mean, that's what they're known for. That's their thing. They just get up in your face and keep you from moving, and
Yep.
that's what they do best.
So Holland gets Hero for Christ there from an out-of-bounds position, but gets back in time.
See them both up there on that rock, though. Both of them sitting there. Although, yep, just sitting there waiting. Look at Holland.
Yeah, they're grouped up, man. Someone could flank them from the left side to get them both, but Holland gets Jamie. Oh, General Zod gets Hockey. Holland knows he's there, and Carson does get Mini. So Holland, I think, can hear. Yep, he's watching over his shoulder. He's watching that tunnel as well. Mini holding the tunnel.
Mini is downed in the tunnel waiting on a revive.
Is that what's going on? Oh, yeah, he is down in the tunnel. Holland pops up and gets Hero for Christ. And moves up to that tunnel. I don't know if he knows if Mini is still alive or not. If you res me, I'll give you $1, Mini says. And Holland meets him with a G36 to the face.
Oh,
Although
we
Hockey
get taken out by Hockey.
He does.
Should have given him the $1.
Yeah, should have taken the $1. Ordnance coming out from Zod from the tunnel. Hockey totally smoked up right now.
I think it would have been more beautiful had they given him an extra second and let Mini get revived.
And then finish him. So Hockey moves up and wipes out Mini and General Zod after the flash is thrown into the tunnel.
Bad time to spawn on Fireteam.
It was. So it looks like they are trying a left valley push. Carson, a little bit of lag there. Hero does get Hockey. Holland gets Hero back. Hero downs Holland. Jabo revives Holland. Jackalope staying low, trying to get an angle on AMF here. Holland gets him as soon as he peeks. Carson comes over the hill and finishes off Jamie, and that's the map. So AMF wins that against 1776 Fireteam 2. That's exactly what we saw, that aggressive push from AMF, both on offense and defense.
I guess their thought was if they can't get close to the uplink, there's no way they can use ordnances against them. And it seemed to work pretty effectively.
That's true. That's true.
How's the scores looking there?
Yeah, let's look at those scores. So Jabba with 10 and 1, 2 revives. Glock with 2 and 3 and a revive. And Holland 11 and 4 with a revive. 4 revives. I mean, if they're 8 and 2 for Carson and 6 and 3 for Hockey Goalie. The Fire Team 2, 4 and 8 for Minnie, 0 and 8 for Jackalope, 5 and 9 for Hero for Christ, and 0 and 8 for Jamie. Does look like they lost a player there. So hopefully they'll be back. General Zod looks like we're dropped off.
Gotta give a shout out to Jabo though. Look at that, 10 and 1 with 2 revives. So you know he's out there in the action because he's going to help people who've been getting shot, and he's only got 1 death. Live to tell the tale.
That's it. All right. While we've got a break in the action here, we do want to thank our sponsor. Sandlaki has sponsored this league here, PALVR. This is our first season, but they did graciously agree to sponsor us, so we definitely want to give them a shout out. So here's a word from our sponsor.
You need a gun stock? Sandlaki Games makes them. They've got them for your Quest Pro, Quest 2, all kinds of HMDs. Doesn't really matter if you're on a Valve Index, Pico 4, PlayStation VR 2. They got them all. They even make other accessories, like if you're interested in golfing maybe. They have the golf club attachments for the Quest 2, the Pro, ping pong paddle attachment for your Quest 2. Sandlaki Games.
All right, so yeah, a big thank you to Sandlaki Games for sponsoring our league here. And I believe the plan is that the winners of this league will be receiving some stocks of their choice from Sandlaki Games.
Looks like we're going on over to Egress. This is a map you don't see too many people take on.
We are headed to Egress, the newest map in the game, and AMF will be starting as Marsoc. We'll get you guys into the action here. Let's see. It looks like the uplink is going to be inside the building, inside the depot or the warehouse at the top of the hill. So some close quarters combat to come for sure. So Billy, what do you think the approach is here for AMF as the first Marsoc team?
AMF's taking on the first Marsoc team. That's going to be an interesting one for them because you'll notice a lot of times AMF, they are a multi-functional team, but you'll notice a lot of times they are going for the more long-range approach. So it's going to be a tough one for them to get in there. I mean, they definitely have the capabilities of doing it, but we do have 5 players back in, so it looks like they are going to be on a 5v5 again.
Very good.
But they're going to have to get in there and just take it from them. I think they definitely have the ability to do it, but I'm not quite sure what their approach was going to be on this, though.
So I'll be interested to see how they utilize the office there on the left side of the uplink if you're coming out of Volk, and see if they're able to trap Volk in their spawn. I know AMF, if they can get you pushed back, they'll hold you back while they send the uplink. So that will definitely be a strategy I'll be interested to see if they employ or not. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting map because this is such a mix. You do have long range down the road and side to side on this map laterally, but you're right. AMF definitely very effective at long range, and this was going to force them to be close quarters a little bit.
What do you think 1776's approach should be to defending them on this map? Knowing that they do have that long range advantage, I mean, they could do the short range as well. They definitely have the capabilities. How do you think they're going to counter that?
I think what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to hold close to uplink and hold that scaffolding. The downside of that is if they go down, it's over. But they've almost got to catch them in close. So if they can cut off those fatal funnels on both the left and right, I think they'll stand a chance if they hold close to uplink.
I agree. Looks like we're starting it up now.
Very good. Let's get this game going. So we will follow in Marsoc, and again this is AMF starting as Marsoc on this map. Jabo is a fire team leader.
Only see 4 of them right now, though. It's interesting.
It is a 5v5.
Oh,
I'm getting a little bit of lag here. There we go. So Jabo immediately taking out Jamie. There's that long range LMG action. Mini does get Hockey on the left side there from the Marshbach perspective. Holland and Jabo making a quick push. Carson does get Mini. Holland gets Hero for Christ from behind the car. Shot him underneath the car, it looked like. And now Jabo, as fire team leader, is right out front of the uplink. Again, using that ordnance that AMF is known for. Smokes it out. Looks like Holland may have gotten flashed. Hockey spawns in on Jabo. And fire team leader is moving into the uplink. Jabo gets Jay Grizzly. Looks like they brought in an alternate. And gets Jackalope. But Jamie does get Glock. And they are planning. You've got Holland and Jabo on site. And uplink is hot.
must not be much communication. You got Jame outside. Doesn't know that it's planted, I don't think.
Yeah, so Holland gets Hero for Christ. Carson gets Mini 1776 coming out of the air spawn. And Holland gets Jamie coming from B in to defend. So we'll set up outside here, take a look at what's going on as they push in. Holland holding that B. Jackalope trying to suppress him. Holland's got the angle on him, we'll see. He moves back inside to defend. Carson does get Grizzly there on that left side. Jackalope making a push in here. Jabo gets him. Yeah, I forgot to turn on the lasers. Hero for Christ with the flank and does get Holland out of there. Jamie gets Carson here, but Jabo is waiting for Hero. And Hockey goalie knifes Mini to finish him off. Glock holding inside. Jamie right outside. Throws a flash in. But it's over. He does get Jabo right at the end. And Hockey goalie knifes him. Two knife kills.
I think a big one there is the communication. It seemed like at one point Jamie was walking around out front of the uplink, and there was 2 people in the uplink planting. It didn't seem like he knew.
No, it didn't. It didn't. That may have just been that point in time between when you get killed and when you're back in the tent, where it just wasn't quite ready, or he wasn't quite ready to speak. The radio wasn't ready for him. But yeah, it definitely seemed to be a little bit of confusion. So taking a look at the scores here, Jabo 5-1, Glock 0-1, Holland 3-1, Carson 3-1, and Hockey goalie 2-2. For 1776, Mini with 1-3, Jackalope 1-2, Hero of Christ 1-3, Jamie with 3-3, and Jay Grizzly at 0-2. So again, that blitzkrieg attack and using ordnance that has been the hallmark for AMF, and it's worked repeatedly.
They can't get the long range on you. They're gonna put it in your face, and they're gonna stay there, and that's what they're good at.
That's it.
And you'll notice practically the moment they got into that building and planted, nobody got in after that. Or if they did, they didn't check their corners, and they were taken out swiftly after.
Yeah, AMF there did. They locked up. The fatal funnels, the paths in, they locked it up, but they didn't move a little bit, so they weren't predictable. Jabo did hold that back corner, and he did get killed, but it was just a little bit too late for 1776 to take it. So sides are now reversed, and I did turn on lasers for you there. Hey, Len, I got them on now. So Mini taking in, they're taking the role there as fire team leader. It looks like they're going 3 on the left, 2 going up to the right.
On the flip side, it looks like AMF taking 2 to the right, 2 to the left, and 1 through the middle. Oh, make that 3 on the right.
Okay. So we've got 3 on 3 here on the left side. Lasers already crossed. Carson with the flash out. There comes the ordnance. Gets Mini. Jackalope hears him, but did not get a shot at him. Here for Christ does get Glock, sounds like over there on that right side. Carson falls back. And him and Jabo holding up both sides there of that blue hole. Jackalope going in nice and easy here. Hero for Christ gets hockey goalie and refrag. Carson takes out Jackalope, waiting on him there. Okay, so we got one down from AMF and one down, one wounded on Fireteam 2 for 1776. We'll pop over here. Hero for Christ is down in the road.
Wait up. There's a guy behind the left. There's a guy on the left. Never mind, don't do it.
He's
See
calling
two
out
teammates
Jabo.
coming for him.
Yeah, he's calling out Jabo there on the left.
Far left.
They know if they go for him, he's gonna start getting shots taken.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that though.
Jay
Many
Grizz
takes the
pulls
fire
in.
to get him up.
Grizzly gets him up. So we got 3 here in the middle of the road.
You gotta commend that teamwork there. Many taking the fire, so Grizz can go get the Hero for Christ revive, and then Jamie taking out Jabo up on the top.
Yeah, he's got him down. So Jamie gets Glock. Holland pulls around, but Many able to tuck in there and get away. And Jabo gets Carson up, or vice versa, rather. So we got 2 coming here towards the office side, it looks like. Follow Holland for a moment. Jabo gets Jackalope over on the right, from the Volk perspective. We got 2 in the office over there. Hockey goalie's waiting. I'm sorry, 2 in the lobby rather. Holland does get Hero for Christ with the G36 right there in the green room. So now 3 in hotel. Holland gets Grizzly in the office. Holland pushes in. Oh, gets
Many
taken
hits
out
him.
by Mini. Jackalope takes out Hockey goalie as well. And Jabo picks up Jackalope in the middle.
They've got a good hold on the hotel, but it could also be their downfall. Being stuck in that hotel is not what you want here. You got to get your way out of there, but AMS doing a good job holding them in.
They are. Jabo lasers up, watching Mini backs up as he's going to have a bad day. And Jamie looking across.
Ooh, but
Jabo
Hero
might
for
have saw
Christ
him.
might be coming up behind him.
Jamie gets Glock and Jabo gets Mini. Oh, yeah,
Coming
you're
from
right.
the office building, might get Jabo in the back.
He might.
Does he see him?
I don't think he sees him yet. He heard that fire coming from behind the building. Here comes Hockey. He's charging him. Hero for Christ gets him. Is Jabo aware? Jamie gets Jabo. So AMF only 1 up at the moment. Holland going for the revive on Glock, it looks like. Maybe not. He's on the other side of the wall. So this is a time that 1776 should be pushing in. Grizzlies got eyes on Holland. They are pushing. He's called out Holland, looks like. Jamie suppressing fire. Holland pops out and gets him with a G36. Glock, I think, was giving him some callouts there. Jackalope is on site. He snuck in that side door. I didn't even see him. The AMF is coming in. Gets Hero for Christ and Jackalope. And uplink is secure. Calls out Holland.
But Glock
Alright,
Pro
Glock is
still
down.
left on the ground. Like they don't care about him.
Got
Oh,
him
nope,
up.
there he goes.
I think Glock may have been providing some callouts from the grave there.
Absolutely. He probably played a key role in that advance there, stopping that advance.
Mini gets Jabo. Holland takes him back. So a very quick left side push right after Hero. Jamie gets Holland and Hero. Wow, so much stuff I can't keep up with it. Hockey goalie gets JE and Hero for Christ. So I think
A lot of movement over on that left side, but in the end, the only one who came out was AMF.
Yeah, looks like Carson stayed up over there, and Jabo's still up here on the right side. So that's a full repel of the push and then the counter push. So spawning in now, Jabo calls it out. They are setting up for the next wave. Jabo, long shot on Jamie, knocks him down. So again, Carson over here, utilizing that height Here
We got two coming into the brick building too, coming up on Hockey. See if they can get in and take him out.
We'll pop in over here and see if Hockey gets taken out over here.
They're curious.
Jabo does get mini on that right side. They're looking across. I don't know if they know he's there yet. And Hockey knifes him. Knife kill, and Hero shoots him in the face. Holland comes in and gets Hero though, and Jack
Wasn't ready for the second person there.
He was not. As much fun as that was to watch, he did pay for it. Alright, Jamie coming in as a lone soldier here. It is a 4v1 at this point. I believe they are out of tickets. Jamie put some fire on Carson.
They're moving in to take him out.
Yep. There it is. Jabo gets him. So some good pushes there by 1776 and did get in the building on the uplink. But again, you could hear that communication from AMF and just holding it tight. So AMF does win that round. Quick view of the scores here on Egress. Jabo with 11 and 3, coming in strong tonight, Jabo. Glock Pro with 2 and 4, Holland with 10 and 4, Carson with 7 and 2, and Hockey with 6 and 7. 1776, Mini with 3 and 7, Jackalope 2 and 8, Hero for Christ 7 and 8, and Jamie 6 and 8, and Grizzly with 0 and 7. So just a tough push to get in there. AMF is such a good defensive team, and they communicate so well.
You know what it could be, Hot Brass? I mean, I don't know about you, but it could be their boots. I think it's the boots that do it.
It could be. They listen closely. And a lot of times AMF was calling them out before they actually came up there, but they were moving quickly. So I think you're right. The sound gave them away. Yeah, Carson is scary. I'm checking out the chat there. Holland needs counseling, says Step, and Mason says, or Jesus. Step says both. Maybe some biblical counseling. We take some of that rage out of him. Carson scares Step as well. I can relate to that. Again, just an excellent game here. AMF just really showing up. While we've got a break here in the action as well, we do have an unofficial advertisement for one of our teams. So we'll let you guys just enjoy that here right now.
Are your bowling boots causing a stink? Do they smell like Newports, Copenhagen spit, and disappointment? Fear not, fellow bowlers. AMF Deodorizer is here to save the day. Our formula is stronger than Jabo's breath and twice as potent as Holland Peak AM. We've tested it on the foulest odors and it worked wonders. And AMF's Deodorizer is now available in travel sizes. It's perfect for those moments when you need to freshen up your shoes on the go. These little boot bombs kill odor faster than joiners sniping from 100 yards. There's no reviving that smell. Get yours today from the bathroom vending machine at your local bowling alley and keep that stench DO away.
So we do like to have a little fun here. And AMF, we love you guys. You guys are a lot of fun. So we had to give you a little bit of a hard time. So something we've just started doing just to keep things a little bit interesting and give you guys a laugh here mid-game. So get yourself some bowling boot deodorizer, AMF branded.
Looks like they're taking Abandoned. I know from past, this is definitely not one of AMF's favorite. So it's probably not their choice. But then again, were they the home team this round?
I'm not sure. I believe they were, yes. And AMF is taking Marsoc this time to start the game. So the game is starting here. Our uplink position is in the tank building in the center. So this will be interesting, to say the least, because it's such a long range map, but if you can push into this uplink, it becomes close quarters really quickly. Ooh. Alright, let's zip over here And we will watch AMF push in as Marsoc. Jabo taking that fire team leader position once again.
With this one, a lot of times it's whoever gets those outside edges and can hold them the best. If you can get those outside edges, keep people from getting into that center building, you practically hold that uplink as long as you want.
That's it. Jabo gets a mini. Sounds like Hockey wanted him. Hockey taking up residence in the apartments with Glock. And Jabo moving up. Jabo's fire team leader pushing right in there quickly. Here for Christ gets Glock Pro behind the apartments. Jabo comes in for the refrag. And Holland gets Jackalope as well. Holland takes out Mini on the other side, so it is now a 4v2. That's another strategy that AMF employs here. They send shooters in first, and they just try to knock down a couple before they go out. So Jabo moving in up close.
Carson on it.
Carson's on the objective. Sure
He is
enough,
indeed.
there he is.
Now. He's
It
not
is not
planting it
active.
though.
It sounds like there was some fire here on the side that pulled him off.
I think they are going for some kills here. I think they're showing off at this point.
Maybe they're after that KDR prize.
Can you blame them with the kills they're getting on this so far? A lot of them are going with less than 4 or 5 deaths. I can't blame them going for it.
Yeah, so interesting strategy. But Glock does get Jackalope on the side. Oh, Grizzly with a long shot on Hockey goalie. Carson downs Jamie and finishes him off the M249. So, AMF has
It looks
successfully
like
pushed 1776 off the uplink.
Jabo is going for the mercy though. He did go plant the objective.
He
so
did.
we got the
he
timer
did.
going.
Here for Christ gets Glock. I would love to see 1776 come in here and take this back.
But once again, like we said earlier, once they get that long range on you, if you're in your spawn, it is going to be very tough to get out of it. And that's what they got right now. They're trying to get out of their spawn. Looks like Hero for Christ is the one on the best route.
Yep, Hockey gets him
Even
over the
that doesn't
boxes
help.
though. I thought he had Hockey there for a second. Looks like he's shooting just a little low. Holland does get Jackalope as well on the left side. So that clock is ticking. Jabo gets Jamie. Grizzly does get Hockey goalie. Looks like from across the map, but the match is over. Time ran out. So again, the quick push from AMF. They send their shooters in first, clear it out, get the plant, and take the win. So that round, Jabo goes in 5-0. Jabo just absolutely on fire tonight. Glock with 2-2, Holland 7-0, also on fire. Carson 2-0, and Hockey with 1-2. Minnie with 0-4, Jackalove 0-4, Here for Christ 2-3, and Jamie with 0-4. Grizzly coming in with 2-2. So yeah, Billy, just what we were talking about. They got him where it was a long range battle, and that was all she wrote.
They're hard to get when they have that long range on you. They are tough to get out. You can see 2 of their players having 0 deaths on their side and having kills. So you know they're in the action. They're picking up something, but they're not getting killed off.
Yep, that's it.
Jabo being their fire team too.
Right, Jabo with 5-0 as fire team. Pretty impressive. Pretty bold to push that quick as fire team, but it worked for him. All right, we'll be getting the next round started here as they switch over. And we'll see if 1776 as Marsoc can put the hurt back on AMF. This is a huge map. No doubt about that. Countdown started, so Round 2 of this map is underway. So Hero for Christ coming in there as the fire team leader.
If you guys take a screenshot, leave my stats out of it.
17, 133.
It's that blur right there on the bottom. I went 24 and 3 if anyone asks.
I believe Jamie there saying he went 24 and 3 if anybody asks. It's good to see that you guys are still joking with each other, saying, you know, if you take a screenshot, leave my stats out of it. Good to see them still in good humor.
Post-production, we'll fix those stats later.
That's Oop, Jackalope drops the smoke, picks it up, chucks it in.
Depends on how much he wants to pay us.
Oh, Carson gets Hero for Christ. Grizzly gets Carson. Holland gets Jamie, and Jabbo gets Jackalope. And Jabbo gets Grizzly. So only one up here at the moment, and he has gone far left side. Let's zip over there and see if Mini Mini is able to evict Glock Pro from this 3-story building.
While he's moving up there, we can see exactly what we were talking about. Taking out those outside edges. Not a single person in the building itself, all surrounding it or in front of it. That's what you're looking for on this map.
I did notice when they picked up that smoke and threw it back towards the middle, it did draw 2 of the AMF players out into the street.
Friendly fire on him.
Oh no!
Ooh,
Holland gets Hero for Christ,
almost.
Jabbo gets Jackalope. Although now Mini Mini, his position is given away. Glock is moving over.
That's an unfortunate spot. You got friendly fire while you're sneaking up. It seemed like he knew he was outside that window, but if he didn't know before, he definitely knows now.
He does. Here comes Glock with a push and gets Mini Mini.
Finishes his job the teammate couldn't do.
You know, Glock had not turned around yet. Maybe he heard him, maybe he didn't. But look at AMF now. Again, pushing forward to the boundaries for the Volk. So all of a sudden this becomes AMF's favorite thing, which is a long-range battle. Holland setting up here on the right side. Some lasers crossing. Oh, he gets Grizzly. Carson takes Jamie. And you see those long-range LMGs of AMF coming right back into play. And they are devastating. Jabbo gets Hero for Christ across the map. We'll listen in there and see if we can hear anything from 1776. I don't hear any radio traffic from them. Right now, none from AMF either. Just holding it down. So Holland continues to hold this right side. Jabbo's in 3-story, does get Hero for Christ. I'm sorry, he's not at 3-story. He's over here on the left side in this building. Quite an angle he's got here as they cross. And then they've got another guy back here following this left side in. Mini Mini does get Glock Pro, and Holland gets Jackalope. Smokes Carson, so Carson's now got to move. Let's see if Carson can get Jamie here.
I think really their only approach here is going through this right side for them.
Yeah, that left side is so exposed. They've got 2 or 3 guys now looking at him. A good flash on Carson. Carson utilizes that smoke and returns a flash. Jabbo coming to his aid. Another flash out, falls short. Hero for Christ gets Carson across the way. Jabbo gets Grizzly. Let's see if Jabbo heard Jamie. Jamie gets him. He threw a flash over and that gave Jamie the opportunity to take him out. I am stuck in an invisible box. There we go. Jamie moving up through the tunnels. Just like you said, Billy, that right side's their only option at this point.
They are taking it right now, though.
They are. They've slowed down. Jamie hears him. Is he going to get him? Oh, he doesn't, but Hero for Christ does. And Jamie with the pop shot, but Carson hears it and lets him know it's not appreciated. So we've now got Holland and Carson and Jabo. They have flooded this left side, probably realizing the same thing we did, Billy. That was their only pathway in for that bit.
I would think any team after going through that left side and going through all those openings would hope to think the same.
Yeah. Jabo gets Grizzly long range with the AK-104. It's a long way for that rifle. Holland gets Jamie with the G36. And 1776 kind of trapped at this point. So it does look like they are going to make a... When he gets Jackalope back up at the revive. It does look like Hero for Christ and Grizzly are going to push across here. And Jamie's now with them. So let's follow them in. AMF is now scattered a little bit. Does sound like they're out of respawns now. Hero for Christ gets Carson. Jabo is alerted to their position now, flanking around. Action about to happen right here. Jabo takes him. Takes Grizzly too, but takes a shot in the process. Heals himself, and... Oh, whoops. Glock takes out Holland.
Oh, I wish there was a way to track friendly fire. That would be the funniest thing. Have an award at the end of the year, or the end of the season, friendly fire.
The Trader Award.
The snake in the bushes. Snake in the bushes.
So Jamie, though, when Jabo was injured there, took that opportunity to just move, and he has pushed up. Oh, he's got sights on him, though. Carson gets him. So just 2 left here for 1776. Make that 1. Then he takes that, or somebody is taken out by Jabo. And we'll follow Grizzly in as the last standing member here, 1776. How epic would it be to see him pull it off?
I gotta say, that would be the most epic thing that you could ever want to happen.
Carson, make sure that doesn't happen with a long-range LMG. All right, so AMF takes this one 3-0.
Look
Scores
at that
here.
shot that Carson just got. Whew.
Jabo, 15-1, going for that KDR award. Glock Pro with 3 and 4. Holland at 13-1, right on Jabo's heels. Carson at 8-3, and Hockey with 2 and 2. Many at 1 and 6. Jackalope 0 and 8. Hero for Christ 5 and 9. Jamie at 1 and 9, and JAE Grizzly at 3 and 10. So tonight it was AMF just dominating, doing what they do best, using ordnance. And getting their long-range LMGs in a position where there's just not much you can do about it. So, what do you think, Billy? What could have been done different for a different outcome here? What do you think 1776 could have done?
I mean, it's a hard one, dude. AMF, they're taking that long range, even in spots that you can't really get long range off of. That last kill there, an example of it. Carson shooting down those rocks on the left side of the map from their view, through rocks, through an arch, all the way into the back of their spawn, taking them out. It's hard to fight that. They've got that long range down packed. You got to try to find your way in there and hold down your spot, because if you lose it, they're going to regroup and hold you back.
Well, and that long range that they're doing, some of it's from rifles, but a lot of it is from LMGs, and that just keeps you pinned so tightly you can't really move. So almost the only way you're going to get out of it is to put LMG fire back on them and get them to duck their heads down. But man, they are just deadly. All right. Well, for tonight, I think that's it. We do again want to thank our sponsor, St. Lackey. check out their website if you want to see about a gun stock for your setup, or if you'd be interested in other games, other game attachments and accessories. They've got those too. But again, a big thank you to them for sponsoring the league and being a big part of this league. So until next time, guys, thanks for joining in. We will see you in the next stream.
So long.